And now we are in the kitchen with Chef Ryan, and we're going to cook with garlic. What are we going to do first?
We're going to make some black risotto. We're going to start right here, and if you would touch a touch of olive oil in the pan.
All right, put a little olive oil in the pan.
Forbidden black rice risotto, as they like to call it.
All right, and
touch of shallot.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
A little white onion, please.
All right. How much?
2 tablespoons.
All right.
Fantastic.
Right.
And now we're going to add the fermented black garlic to it.
Oh, garlic?
Yep.
Wow, I have never seen black garlic. What makes it, it just grows black?
It doesn't grow black.
No?
It's actually regular garlic that has been fermented.
Okay. And I just toss that in?
Go ahead.
All right. Whoop. That's easier said than done.
It's got the texture of almost like a gummy bear, truthfully. By the time the dish is done, it'll have melted throughout the dish.
All right.
And now some of the black rice, please.
All right. About half?
Yep.
Right.
Fantastic.
All right.
We'll let that saute for just a moment. You can't hurt this rice. You really can't.
You can't turn it into mush.
You really can't turn it into mush. It's pretty fantastic, and it makes it a pretty unique risotto. Mm-hmm. Now we're just going to start with the stock, and we'll continue with stock for the next 35 minutes. You just want to cover the rice, let it go to the top of the rice, and then let it go. Just don't let the pan dry out.
All right, while that simmers, let's move on. What's next?
We're going to move on to confying some legs.
Legs of what?
Legs of duck.
Okay.
Sorry. You know, being from the Midwest, lots of hunters, lots of game, and lots of bad duck dishes. This is a fail-safe way to make your duck legs delicious. They're absolutely fantastic. Anybody can do it at home. Very easy recipe. All
right, what do you do to it?
First, just a touch of salt and pepper, fresh thyme, fresh rosemary, shallow baking dish, and then garlic. As much garlic as you want.
And we've got all kinds of garlic here. What do you want?
We're going to use the smashed garlic in the third dish.
Oh, here?
That one.
All right.
And we'll take it all.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Traditional confit is made with the duck fat itself. We're just going to use olive oil.
Okay.
A little bit lighter, a little bit healthier.
I know where that is now.
Cover your legs completely with the olive oil.
Okay.
Throw in a couple bay leaves. A touch of salt and pepper. Then we're going to foil wrap this.
Okay.
225-degree oven, 3.5 to 4.5 hours.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And given that it takes that long, we have worked on one ahead of time. Right? So we'll see that in a little while.
We have one. Maybe a couple ladles of stock into the black rice risotto.
Okay.
Like I say, with the black rice, you really can't hurt it. We just don't want the pan to ever go dry. Next, we're going to make it's kind of our play on all orange sauce to go along with the duck. So in this pan, we're going to start with a little mirin and a little sake. Then once again, the sliced garlic.
All right. All of it?
Sure. Fresh ginger. Little diced red pepper. Orange zest.
Oh, now it's starting to smell good in here.
And we're going to let this reduce. As this reduces, all that garlic and the ginger is just going to intensify, almost like the basis of a beurre blanc sauce is what we're going to start building here. Once that comes down, then we're going to add some sherry vinegar, soy sauce, sesame oil, lots of ingredients. And then the sweetener in this, we use agave syrup.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna let that stew for a while.
So we've got the sauce reducing right here, the risotto simmering, and at the same time we're also searing a duck breast, right?
Yeah, in searing a duck breast, you know, everybody thinks that that's high heat really quick and you're gonna get a crispy skin. The truth behind it is we're rendering the skin. We're taking that fat out of the skin to make the skin crispy. So a lower temperature, a non-stick skillet with just a little olive oil, or the rendering out of the duck fat will actually sear it. So, you know, we've had this searing now for about 5-6 minutes and it's doing just fine. Longer, lower, and slower is always best for your duck breast. And as you can see, it's just been sitting there with the salt and pepper on it. Now we've got some beautiful crispy skin.
Right, yeah, that's lovely. And probably time to add a little more. Why are we doing the risotto this way? Why wouldn't we just add a whole bunch? We're
trying to pull the starches out of the rice. Now with the black rice being a firmer rice than even the arborio rice, you know, we're trying to mimic or trick that rice to pulling out the creaminess. So, and that's what we're going for. We're also going to finish it at the end with some butter and some cream to help this rice along. It is an incredibly strong rice, and at home it'll be fun for everybody because you really can't hurt this rice. You can cook it hard, you can cook it long, and it's gonna still come out fantastic.
Okay, wonderful.
Our all-orange sauce is almost coming down to where it needs to be. We're gonna finish that sauce with a couple pads of butter.
Okay.
Our confit legs are working fabulously in the oven, and once this sauce is done, we're actually gonna take that confit leg out of the fat, if you will, and we're gonna coat it with it, and then we're gonna bake that again. It'll take some of the richness from the duck away from it with the citrus coming out of that orange. So
the sauce is almost ready, right?
The all-orange sauce is almost ready. We're gonna mount some butter into it.
And we have butter.
We do.
All right.
A couple pads of butter into the sauce.
Let's see here. Ooh, it's nice and wet.
We're actually going to turn the sauce off, and if you could just constantly stir that for me. The duck breast came out of the hot oil and it's resting over the cutting board. I'm going to pull the confit leg from the oven.
Great.
The sauce is going to actually glaze over the top of the leg, and then we're going to rebake it just for 5-6 more minutes.
Okay, great. And the butter is melted, so I think you're all ready there.
Fantastic. Like I say, we just want to glaze back over that fantastic leg. You could maybe add a ladle more stock.
Okay, well, you
back in the oven 5 or 6 more minutes.
All right, the risotto is ready for a little something else, right?
We're just going to finish the risotto.
Okay.
I think we have it there. We're going to a couple pads of butter.
All right. Make that happen.
Just a drizzle of heavy cream. Fantastic.
Yeah.
You can add all that Parmesan cheese, please.
And?
A splash of sherry, right?
All right. A big splash, a little splash, that kind of splash?
That's a perfect splash.
All right.
There.
And it's time to go back to the oven.
The duck leg with the all-orange sauce out of the oven.
Wonderful.
Beautiful poached garlic over the top of it.
Ooh, it looks great.
And you can see all the starch and the creaminess that comes out of the black rice, and I think we're ready to go to plate with it.
All right, wonderful. I'll turn that over to you.
I love the color that comes out of the rice.
Beautiful. Almost purple.
Center of the plate. And I'm just gonna fan the breast out as so.
Lovely.
With the leg all orange.
Beautiful. Chef Ryan, thank you so much.